Hello, listeners, and welcome to this episode of Brains Byte Back. This one is for our animal lovers out there. And I know there are a lot of you because according to some recent numbers, over 50% of the world's population owns a pet. So obviously that means there's a large market out there for furry or scaly friends, including personalized care. And in a world where personalization is king, why wouldn't you want the same treatment for your pet? So in this episode, I sat down with Ayaz Ahmadov, Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of Dosty, a complete pet care solution platform looking to meet the demands of today's pet owners. Think of it as a virtual assistant that knows your pet's needs, allowing you to easily manage their care and routine directly from your fingertips. I had a solid conversation with Ayaz about how today's pet owner is a different breed compared to decades ago. We travel the world discussing how culture plays an influence in pet care and what's to come for Dosty. You're in for a treat. Take a listen.
Ayaz Ahmadov, and I'm a CEO and co-founder of Dosty. And Dosty is a modern pet care solution that is concentrated on the full cycle of upbringing the pet. So basically, from the very young age to the last days, the pets are with us. We are here to support you via many interesting tools that we can talk about.
Amazing, Ayaz. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Brains Byte Back. I'm going to begin by apologizing in advance to our audience and to you, Ayaz, just in case my two dogs bark. They're pretty rowdy. But you know what? It goes with the theme today, which is pet care and pet tech.
Yeah, man.
Say that 10 times fast, pet tech.
That's the music to my ears, man. That's no problem.
So, Ayaz, I imagine you have a furry friend. What's the name of your furry friend?
Yeah, I got three. I got Matilda. That's my first one, my girl. And then I got Macho. That's my boy. And they got a puppy called Lucky. That's the only one in the litter. So I called him Lucky, man.
Amazing.
And I also really like the character of Lucky Luciano. So I called him Lucky.
Awesome. It works. So I imagine that they or Matilda was probably the inspiration behind Dosty. Is that correct?
Yeah, Matilda was the huge inspiration behind Dosty. I was always into pets. I was always into animals. And as any kid, growing up, I really wanted to have a dog. And my mom was always like, it's either me or a pet in house. So I really couldn't have a dog.
There's always one parent.
Exactly, man. It's always one parent who ruins that for everything. But I got older, so I got my own dogs now. And when I got Matilda, I started getting into the pet psychology, noticing a lot of things and figuring out how I can leverage on that and what I can do. Because like if I'm experiencing those problems as a pet owner, probably the millions of other pet owners who are curious about the same things or experience the same problems that I do. And after the pandemic hit, 60% of all the pet care solutions, basically, they were born after the pandemics. So once the pandemic hit, I realized there is an urge to create a full-scale solution that will help the owners to upbring the pet from day one till the last day. And the reason to do that is because to support the pet's lifestyle, it's not enough just to have a certain app on your phone, being a training app, being a nutritionist app, or a telemed app, because you will end up having like 6 or 7 apps to support your dog's lifestyle, and then those apps are not connected with each other. So you still have a lot of information that is missing. So we decided to create a solution that includes all the important aspects of the pet's life cycle in one, learns your pet, and delivers you the tailored fit advices based on your specific pet.
Amazing. Did you come up with this idea during the pandemic? Because I know searches for domestic pets during the pandemic went up, I guess, adoptions like 2.5 times higher than the normal. So we know that a lot of people were looking at getting domestic pets during the pandemic, but it's interesting because your background, technically, you were like a sports marketer before you really got into this.
Yeah, my background, I was in marketing all my life. Like basically, I graduated from university with marketing degree. Then I went to work in the mobile operator. I was leading the B2B marketing in one of the biggest mobile operators in the region. Then we signed a partnership with Manchester United. So the sport marketing and strategic partnership department was created, and I was leading that as well. After the partnership with Manchester United, I got in love with the idea of having a sport marketing agency, and I built one. And marketing influenced me and helped me to see that huge gap in the market. That, as I said, a lot of solutions are single purpose solutions, which is not really convenient. and the market, the pet market, although it's very crowded in terms of the products it has, not just the pet tech, but overall pet market. But the pet tech is still a bit immature in terms of the solutions and the way the solutions are unfolding in front of the pet owners. So I realized that opportunity. I seen that gap, and in 2022, we sit down with my team and starting sketching out Dosty, man. And we launched it in February 24th, the February 23rd, just this year. So it was like a year and a half, us cooking up the whole idea, you know, putting together the logics. And we worked on that quite a bit. And we launched it this year.
That's amazing. Congrats. So
Thank you
when I
very
was
much, man.
going through the website, digging through the app, I kind of look at it, this idea of like a smartwatch with a bunch of other features, but specifically for your pet. Because
Yes.
it's like a Google Calendar, it's an AI assistant. How do you describe, I guess, when you first meet somebody, the concept behind what Dosty is?
Yeah, the Dosty basically, as I said, is a modern pet care solution. Is a super app. It's a super app to be, and that's a complete cycle of you know of the pet caring and taking care of your pet. We are in a beta mode right now, both the website and the application. So in September, you're gonna see the whole new thing. Like website gonna contain thousands and thousands of different articles and calculators and calendars you can use. And then the application will already include the Dosty assistant, which is our AI chat that will be able to talk to you considering 40 parameters of your specific pet, like from vaccination to the breed type. So it's all connected with ChatGPT and acts as a filter. So once you send the question to GPT, it will bring back the answer, check in with the specific parameters that we set, and tailor fit the answer to you, to the specific situation that you have right now. So let's say if I want to take Matilda to swim, if you ask anybody in the world, can I take Labrador to swim? Everybody will say yes, man. Labradors love water, man.
I
They
have that
see the
image in
water,
my
they
head of a
dive.
Labrador in the water.
Exactly, man. They dive in anywhere they see, bro. Like literally. But if I write that down, I ask to advise me, let's say pet friendly beaches around whatever city, it will come back saying, tell me, okay, these and these are the beaches. You can take a dog there, but don't take Matilda today. It's been vaccinated yesterday, so you have to wait up one day and take a dog to swim tomorrow. So that vaccination part is one of the crucial things that it's gonna check, because water, vaccine, this is the correlation between them. So we're gonna check the vaccine, come back and give you the answer. Whereas if you go to GPT or Google, you may not know that there is a correlation between vaccination and water, you know, and you will just type in, can I take my Labrador to swim? It will tell you yes, 100%.
What kind
So
of research went into this? Because you guys were doing this for like a year and a half. I imagine you had to reach out to different types of communities with pets. What's the legwork behind? I imagine it's been a crazy year and a half of just really trying to build this product to
yeah,
address all the concerns that people have.
and you know, honestly speaking, the Dosty is a testament to the fact that the great idea is not enough. It always takes a badass team behind it to make the product great, from idea to the product. And I really appreciate it of my team, because that year and a half for us was very hectic. Like we contacted hundreds of pet professionals, like nutritionists, trainers, vets. We worked with many of them. We spent tens of thousands of dollars into the researches. We were buying like the research libraries and stuff about every single breed, about all the known breeds, man, like about all the standards and stuff. So Dosty includes the huge knowledge base behind it, and with the stuff that we did with GPT, with the model that we trained, and the mechanics that we put for GPT to consider the information inside the app, we basically get access to the endless amount of information online. But now you as an owner, you are quite safe, because that information is being filtered by the parameters that your pet has. There won't be any screw ups. Basically, there is no chance that you can get the wrong answer or something, because there is a certain rules that are enlisted there, thousands of rules, thousands of logics, and the whole app operates based on them.
Yes. So I'm gonna read something to you. I was doing some research online,
Yeah.
and this kind of spoke to me. And this is what it. And I quote: "The humanization of pets is a significant trend influencing pet tech industry. Pet owners now seek to provide their pets with experiences and products that mirror the quality of care they would provide for themselves.
Yeah.
So what's kind of stuck to me is this personalization that we
Yep.
always kind of search for ourselves. I mean, talking about
Yep.
Instagram,
Yep.
Spotify, and now I
Yep.
feel like this modern pet ownership that exists right now is
Yep.
incorporating this idea of personalized care and entertainment for your pets. And I feel like I'm that guy because I'm searching for the best tech things to keep my dog entertained. You've been an animal lover for years. Do you feel like there's been more of a shift in the way that people take care of their animals in the last, let's say, 5 years in comparison to how it was like maybe 15 years ago?
Oh, 100%. And there are a couple of factors that really influenced that. Like one of them was the pandemic. Obviously, we were locked in and we were locked in with our pets. So we started to build a different kind of relationship with them because they were basically, for a lot of people, a pet was the only friend the person was around. But there is a problem coming with that as well, because humanization of pets is a bit wrong. Yet treating a pet as a human may cause you problems if that certain breed of a dog, because they are pack animals and they have a very strict social hierarchy. Yeah, whereas we don't in our relationship, where we're more relaxed and easy. And another thing that is very great, and you mentioned it right, the pets are not using the apps. We do, right? And we like it structured. We like when everything is structured, when everything is in their places. Like we got used to it, yeah. Thanks to Meta, thanks to Google, thanks to Spotify's, like all these big titans, they showed us how everything can be structured in one place, even though you have access to thousands and millions of different songs on Spotify. Your playlists are always structured. You can create many different playlists and blah 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 blah. So that's what was missing in pet care. Like again, to support pets lifestyle, you needed to have 7 or 8 apps on your phone, which is inconvenient, and we as humans will not do it. So you need to kind of put a structure into that, and in order to put that structure, you need to combine those 5 or 7 apps inside one application, to remove some things that you don't need, add some things that you do, and create an ultimate solution. Let's say, if you want to train a dog, there are great apps, amazing apps. I used many of them that offer you like 200 different commands. But let's be realistic, man. Will you teach your dog 200 commands? I wouldn't, man. Hell no. I don't have time to do that.
I'm still trying to teach my
So
dog a second command right now. I just
exactly, bro. Like exactly. That's the whole thing. So what we did, we put 10. We put 10 most important. If you need the 11th one, you can always go and download that training app. But but we got the 10 ones that you need, man. Sit, stay, name, don't do it, yes, and blah blah blah. And more than that, we explain you why you need those commands, why those commands are important, like why it is always important to sit your dog when your dog is eating. Like it's not because you want to do that, but what it tells your dog and how it helps you tomorrow, and the next day, and so on and so forth. So we put a lot of psychology behind Dosty as well. We're not just telling owners what to do, we also explain them why that is important, so they can build a better relationship, a more structured relationship with their parents, with their
and,
pets, sorry.
and I think it also limits the frustration because for
Yeah.
me, I mean, I've only had my dogs for the past 2 years. I was really new to it. My partner, his whole life, he'd spent it with dogs in his household. But for me, I'm trying, like, I'm understanding their puppies. I'm trying to read as much as possible, but it's a lot of information coming in all at once. And I'm trying to understand what's the best leash to use, what's the best collar to use. Some are saying use this one, some are saying don't use this one. So the way I'm understanding it is like it's a one-stop shop for you to get all the information that you need specific
Yeah.
to your breed, age,
Yeah.
and all the information that you've put in about your pet.
Yes, exactly. That's basically the whole idea behind it. And the users have to give us some time. We are very young. We've been 4 months at the market. We did our A and B's test, so now we know exactly which direction we want to go. So within the next couple of months, Dosty will have all this bunch of programs, including the leash ones, including the ones how to properly walk your dog, which stuff you have to remember while you do that, depending on the breed that you have, what is the better leash, what is the better treat, and blah blah blah. So, and we do that not out of our own experience, but we do that with the help of professionals, and then professionals living globally. So we have vets from United Kingdom, from Spain, from Mexico, from United States, because from territory to territory, from people to people, habits change, and the psychology factor changes. So the stuff that you explain to the guy from Florida and the stuff that you can explain the guy from whatever Caracas or from the guy from Mexico City is different. So and the way you pitch it is different. So we try to keep that vibe. And the whole idea of Dosty was to build a community not just of pet parents, but also for every single person who offers something for pets. So if you say, let's say, if you sell something for pets on Instagram, you can use Dosty as that platform, because now you know that all the pet owners are in the same place. You can target exactly those who you need, exactly those breeds, those cities, and those type of pets, and we can help you do that. If you are a startup offering, let's say, cameras for your pet, we can easily link with you and offer the application for that. You have a camera, we can place your widget inside Dosty, so the users of Dosty can easily link with your camera. If you offer a tag, a walking tag, we can develop a very nice walking feature, and do some gaming, gamification and stuff. So we are very open to cooperate, and that's what we will be reaching out to a lot of fellow startups to do stuff together. At the end of the day, the beneficiary is a pet owner, and for us, that's what matters. Because if the pet owner is happy, the goal of any business is to make money. Obviously, everybody will be making money and everybody will be happy.
What fascinates me that you were just talking about is that understanding culture and the way that they communicate maybe with their own pets. Because I was doing some reading as well, and I saw apparently like 60% of the population in Russia have cats in their homes.
Yep.
Yeah, one of the countries in the world that has the most domestic pets, I think most people would guess what would be your guess?
The most domestic pets, the
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
in
Which
the
country?
world,
Yeah.
China, bro.
Is it domestic?
224 million cats and dogs live in China, bro.
But is that
The
not
second,
in reference to street animals as well, or no? Do you think?
no, I
No,
think that's just the domesticated. That's pets.
because I know the US is also a very big one.
US is huge, and in terms of
Huge.
money, US is the biggest spender by far, by thousands of miles, man. US is the biggest spender, 100%.
And you recently said that you guys are about to launch in Latin America.
Yeah, that's the house for a lot of pets, and you know what? We don't want to limit Dosty just to cats and dogs. Eventually, we do want to switch. So once we understand that our mechanics, our assistant works with the logics that we enlisted into it, we can be adding parrots. We can be adding whatever, weasels, man, whatever you want to add. And if you talk parrots, Brazil, man, is the motherland. That's a lot of
Really?
parrots living in, yeah, man, pet parrots. It's like tens of millions parrots living in houses in Brazil. In terms of dogs and cats, the same thing. Latin America is a huge market, so we come in there in October, definitely, and hopefully it will turn out to be very well, very good.
Yeah, I saw Brazil is a huge market as well for domestic animals. But the one that stuck out to me is Argentina is listed as the top country with 80% of people in the country reporting owning a pet at some point in their lifetime.
Yes. The households, pets per household in the world, Argentina is out there, man, on top. Let's dive deeper. Like, the reason for a lot of people to have pet is actually a psychological reason. It may come, in some cases, it might come from the insecurity. In some cases, it might come from being lonely or whatever. Like, we're trying to solve our psychological problems with pet. We may not realize that, but that's what it is. Like, we want to have affection for somebody, so we'll get a dog or a cat. We wanted to have a good companion, we'll get a dog or a cat. So, I'm more likely to go hiking in the woods with my dog than with a human companion. I enjoy that with the dog much more, because I'm the one giving pace, and I'm the one I have to take care of, like, is myself and obviously my dog. So my dog just adjusts to me. Yeah. And I enjoy that in silence, just walk, get my music on, and then get my dog on and walk. So
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I had this conversation with some Colombian friends because I noticed that in Colombia, especially in Medellin, there's a lot of people. It's not just one dog. It's like a dog and two cats, or two cats and a dog. And
yeah,
for me, I thought it spoke a lot to the culture of the people, that they have so much love to give in their family, that they extend that love to, wanting those pets in their household. And they're just like so accustomed to that being part of the culture.
Eric, I agree with you. And my wife probably gonna kill me if she hears that. If she hears that, but I gotta say that, yeah. I'm a father of three kids. I got a daughter and two sons, and I got three labs. I'm a pet parent of three as well, yeah. And
That's a
and
busy
and we
household.
as Yeah, man, that's a
Mm.
huge, that's a crazy household, bro. That's one crazy household, I'm telling you. And but the love, the amount of unconditional love that my dogs give me is unparalleled, is unmatched. Like when you come home and your kids greet you, you know that sometimes they pay attention what you have in your hand, man. Like, did you bring a present? Or did you do this? Or did you do that? And then blah blah blah. But the way dogs greet you, the dogs greet you just because you're there. You know what I'm saying? Like you leave the house, you come back 5 minutes later, these dogs gonna greet you like they haven't seen you for a year, man. And they love you unconditionally. You don't have mood, it doesn't matter. They're gonna be out there, taking your bad mood, but they still gonna be out there loving you. So there's a lot we can learn from animals in that perspective as well.
Yeah. So what can we expect? Where is it launching? What information, if somebody's listening to this, if they're interested in using it in their region, where can they see it in the next little while?
Basically, Dosty is available across all the platforms like the Google Play and the store, the iTunes, the store, sorry, the App Store. Dosty is available in English right now, but before November, it will be translated to all the major languages: Spanish, French, Italian, Russian, German, and then so on and so forth. We are having a massive update in August. So Dosty will be redesigned. It will be refeatured. We will launch the chat. We will launch the puppy and the kitten program in September. And from that point on, every 2 weeks, people will be getting updates. Yeah, like constant updates. We will be checking which features don't work. We will remove them and add new ones. So we have the whole baggage of new features ready. And it's just a matter of adding them into the platform once we believe fit. So everybody who is with us right now, stick around for one more month and you're going to get the whole new experience because we're switching off from beta. Those of you who are not with us, it's a good time to download. And again, wait for us for a month and we're switching off from beta. And it's going to be great, man. You're going to enjoy it. Because that app delivered by the pet owners, man. Like the whole team owns pets, bro. Cats, dogs, whatever.
I'm excited to see what's to come. I recently downloaded the app. I've been digging around it. Thank you again, Ayaz, for joining us on this episode of Brains Byte Back. I'm looking forward to see what's to come of Dosty. That's a wrap for today's episode. If you benefited from what you've learned today, feel free to leave us a review on iTunes. You can also find all our past and future episodes on YouTube and Spotify under Brains Byte Back. And if you'd like to connect with us directly, you can always reach out to us by email at info@sociable.co. Remember, your feedback helps us grow. We welcome it. We appreciate you joining us. Until next time.